Anderson concludes, but whatever route is taken, however, the essential point is this. Listen up. Given that we are dealing with a MACRUE, right, given the fact that we're dealing with merely an apparent contradiction resulting from unarticulated equivocation, the vocabulary used to express the doctrine of the Trinity can in principle be adapted so as to eliminate any formal contradiction. And that's the challenge that we can use. In other words, Dr. Anderson is saying that we can have a well-meaning dialogue with people such as Dr. Dale Tuggy, who is a known biblical Unitarian, but he's also a known philosopher and analytic theologian who takes a puzzle approach to trying to figure out how God ticks. We can have dialogues with people at that level as long as we understand that they, the Unitarians, and I'm closing with this, the Unitarians, more often than not, are trapped by their own limited understanding of the terminology that's on the table for them to utilize. In the end, the reason I take the biblical monotheistic Trinitarian approach is not because there aren't verses that could be taken either way. There are verses that perhaps could go either way, Unitarian versus Trinitarian, based on the ambiguous, what we call equivocal nature of some of the terminology of the passages and the lack of articulated information found within the context. That's not why I take the Trinitarian position. I take the Trinitarian position that I do because if we take all of the valuable data that is available to us from Genesis all the way through Revelation and put it on the table for examination, in the end of the day, this is the conviction that I come to based on the information that is available to me as a Bible student. And I think that the Bible is clear in that regards, that there are some places that are simply unambiguous where we can't take it a different way. The terminology, the context doesn't lend to a different understanding. But there are some minority verses that do, and so I can understand why people have their doubts. People like to cherry pick when it comes to verses that are ambiguous and contain equivocation, and it's the cherry picking and focusing on those minority verses that causes people to sometimes formulate an opinion that, in my perspective, is not well balanced. Okay, so having said all that, let's close our study down. Let me look at my time. I'm doing pretty good. I went just a little bit over, but otherwise I think I did pretty good.